Hey everyone, don't get anxious, get prepared. Career engineer here, and today we're going to talk about some busts or a boom for 2024. All right, I want to welcome you to the broadcast. Again, I am your career engineer, Francina R. Harrison. Make sure you visit us at tcenow.com to find all the good stuff we're doing to make sure your job hunt or your career change or your entrepreneurial desire is not a bust in 2024. So today we're going to unlock some tips. I'm going to share some tricks, some trends, and some predictions. So you know what we say around here. Get your pen. Yeah, I'm all good for low tech. No matter how you're enjoying me right now, a pen and paper is still your best friend. And we're going to get your questions if you have them, and we're going to share what we're thinking is going to happen this year. So pay attention, be intentional. Let's get strategic. I will be right back. Told you it doesn't take me long to be right back. And again, I thank you all for tuning in, and make sure you like us, subscribe to all of our stuff. Just go to tcenow.com. If you ever have a question about what you're hearing today or anything I have said, shoot me an email at info@tcenow.com. Again, that's info@tcenow.com. So very important. So let's dive into it, because this is some good stuff. And I will be blogging about this later. So make sure you visit our website, tcenow.com, not just for the content today, but we've got some really good stuff there. Join our community, be a part of the network, get my newsletter, all kind of good stuff. So let's dive into this right now and talk about our boom or our bust. And prior to me getting to the tips, this is important because it's all about your mind. Great segue. That's why I wrote a book called A Mind to Work, right? Shameless plug, I know. But it starts here. You've got to make sure your brain is on point with all the other things your body's going to do. So if you don't have your copy, newly released, our third edition of A Mind to Work, you need to get it for yourself. Go to order.tcenow.com, or again, hit that website. But my career tip is going to set you up for success for the rest of this year. You've got to be strategic. I want my folks who are listening to me or watching me. Chance and choice are not the same thing. I want to repeat that. Chance and choice are not the same thing. So you have to be strategic with the things you do. I want you all to have more choices versus receiving like the last chance thing. Okay. Put yourself in the position to select choices. Okay. Very important. And you can do this by making sure you're having your things together. Right. So here's one of the first predictions that's happening. And I'll be talking about this actually on terrestrial regular TV. I call it terrestrial TV, right? A legacy TV. This first Monday, if you're in the Hampton Roads area, you can catch me on the Hampton Road Show on Monday at 11. I'm going to be diving more into this, but here's a big prediction, and we've got a lot of sources saying here's where we're going. All right, a 4-day work week. 4-day work week. There was a huge study that happened a couple of years ago in Britain. I'm going to have more about this results of this stuff, but I got to tell you, that 6-month study of a 4-day work week had a 92% success rate. I mean, it blew the world. I mean, everyone's like, what? And not only did it have better production, bottom line, right? But folks' mental health was more improved, satisfaction on the job, go figure, as well as life satisfaction. So as you're looking at jobs or you're doing what you're going to do for this year, look for companies who may be embracing this new phenomenon of a 4-day work week. I mean, it really, that 6-month study really took it to a next level. So on my blog, I will have the sources of the results of that study, because I was following this when it first came out, very excited about it. So the 4-day work week, or even there's companies that are doing a 4.5 day work week. There's even a few doing 3-day work weeks to see if that is something that would be more beneficial. But at the end of the day, the bottom line was it worked, right? So it might be time for a change. So as you're Googling for jobs or doing your LinkedIn, look for companies that have that type of thing in their descriptions. Another thing that we saw that I believe, which is going to be a trend, all right, and I'm seeing the trend now anyway, is that the hybrid and the work from home work from anywhere. I got to catch myself even saying work from home, but this is going to be the same. I mean, I don't see this ever rolling back. The hybrid, in my opinion, the hybrid approach wins. It just, if an employer or an organization or a government agency can find a way to have some hybrid policies or protocols, you're going to win. People are going to be more interested in you. But also the concept of not just work from home, but work from anywhere. In fact, we're seeing folks when they're doing their queries looking for jobs. According to some of the experts, it said the work from home query increased by, wait for it. I want you to wait for it. 568% in 2023. Okay, 568%. And the experts, folks who are smarter than me, say they see that going up in 2024. So that concept of work from home. Hey, we've got Carla in the house. Carla says, so people will be doing the trucker 4 days, 10-hour schedule. In Britain with this study, because I know in America, we've always said, sure, 4-hour days, 10 hours a day, that's 40 hours. In Britain, they went to 32 hours, Miss Carla. Yeah. Who says that you have to work 5 days a week for 8 hours a day? So it was even a deeper situation that it wasn't 410s, because we do have companies who do 410s. They did on the 32-hour work week. So again, that production went up. So there are some companies outside of Britain that are thinking about it. But I got to tell you, I often also read in the report that the companies who participated in that study for 6 months didn't go back. Many of them kept that schedule. They did that for 6 months. Why go back if it's working? So that was a very good point. Hey, we got Ahmet in the house watching us from India. Hey, Ahmet. Yeah, 568. Isn't that something? 568 queries about that. So that's all really cool. So yeah, that's just cool. Ahmet's also saying, let us know where you're watching from and things that nature. Yeah, let me know and we will definitely give you a shout out. And you guys know, for those of you watching me on any kind of broadcast, I love networking. So put it out there and I'll do that. No worries. So yeah, let's get back to the content. So I'm telling you the trend here. So, of course, if you're an auto worker, do you have a hybrid schedule? Well, probably not necessarily, right? Because every occupation can't do that. But I've often said, even with the trend, that it would be great for companies. Do you have to work every Friday? Do you have to work every Saturday? If you're those folks on that production line, on that manufacturing line. So there are other ways that certain things can be done. And actually, some of the sources also said that too, that there's other ways that folks can be more creative. All right, this outlook on jobs. What's going to happen in the jobs world? So according to the data, right, it looks great. There are more openings than job seekers still. And in case you didn't get this memo, yeah, the talent shortage is real, in case you didn't know. So for those of you career seekers, career changers, or if you're a company that you get your revenue is from career, people who are employed who tend to have money, it's all looking good for you. Okay, it's all looking good for you. But here's something that we are seeing. And again, maybe this is also part of this job outlook trend. Some employers, and we saw this in 2023 a little bit, even after COVID, that companies will, if a job requires a degree, great. 20 years experience, great. We've seen some companies roll that back, right? And they've said, well, you know what? If you don't have the degree, but you've got the skill, you've got some competencies that show you've got the skill, you've got some certifications that show you got the skill, we'll look at you too. All right. So it seems like some organizations have said, well, you can put the degrees on the back burner. We can put the 20-year experience on the back burner type of thing and open up the increase our talent pool so we can have more candidates to look at. And that's great. I'm a little old school and new school with this. I believe the degree helps you think. I'm just that person. Okay. So I always believe education and experience is a great blend, but look out for companies who are skill based and said, hey, you don't have a degree in this particular field, we'll still want to talk to you. Carla says, if it is 32 hours, how would they qualify for Social Security, which mandates 40? So, Carla, guess what? So that's really great too. A great question. And let me share what this shift is. What's going on here is that when we look at, and I think I talked about this in a show. I think one of my Ask the Career Engineer, which will be live to this Monday, first Mondays we do Ask the Career Engineer. way back when, we're talking in the 30s, we're talking in the 40s with the Industrial Revolution, right? Someone said, I mean, there was a whole bunch of things that came up with this, but to make our employment law to be 5 days a week, 40 hours, 40 hours a week for these reasons way back when. I mean, Henry Ford actually gave his workers 2 days off on the weekend for making cars in 1926. So granted, the Industrial Revolution was here, the world changed in the 40s and the 30s and the 50s. Well, we're in 2023 now, right? We're in 2023 now, and we understand that policy sometimes does not stay in line with production or the new world order, but maybe it should. We're in the information age now. It's time for a sea change. Things have to think, and policy, American policy, because remember, the rest of the world doesn't work like we do. Okay. Policies need to change and leave it up to the company if to figure these things out. So this is what's happening. We're really at a critical point of concept change in how we work, why we work, where we work, and even our systems of working. It's been over 50 years. Welcome to the new world, right? So that is a conversation of what's going on, that things have changed. We've been stuck on the Industrial Revolution model for many, many years, right? Since the 30s and the 40s. So I think it's time for a policy to have an update. My personal opinion. Let's continue. So that job looks good. In fact, I was looking today. You guys know BLS.gov, and I'll dig more into this on first Mondays when we come live here with those numbers. But 3.7% unemployment is great. I think 216,000 new hires was for. I mean, actually the numbers came out today, so you can look at those numbers, and I'll see the JOLT report on next Tuesday to see if we still have nearly 9 million open jobs that have not been filled yet. So if you're in the market, the prediction is your outlook looks great. It's a good time to get there, but just also be aware of the skill-based stuff. Those of you who maybe you don't have the degree, but you've got these certs and stuff, be prepared for competency assessments. It's not just enough for you to have the paper or I'm this certified. They're going to have maybe a gaming model or some type of assessment to also see if your application of the skill is just as strong as your knowledge of it. So just be prepared for that. And companies are really creative with how they're going to do that. Another thing that I believe is a prediction, and we've been changing the whole planet since AI came to our world. What is it, a year old, give or take? And now new generations of AI have exploded to everything that we do. So yes, prediction, you're going to see a whole lot more growth in the use of AI-powered job search methods for not just the recruiters, but as well as the folks who are looking to make that great change. Okay, so we'll see more of them with automating everyday stuff. I mean, I have embraced AI. I think it's a great thing. It's not my end game, but it's a tool to help me work better. And I know some of us, and we've heard the words, it's going to replace jobs, and maybe it will, just like in the Industrial Revolution. It replace things, but those who can command this technology and know how to use it effectively and understand that you need to be on top of the technology, not the technology on top of you, will still be of value and in demand. But we're seeing you guys. I mean, I had someone say, career engineer, do you think AI is going to make me obsolete? Of course not. Nobody's going to take my hat away from me, but the way I use it will be good. But let's keep it real. What did we do before Facebook? What did we do before LinkedIn? What did we do before Periscope? Y'all remember Periscope? It's gone, right? It disappeared and things of that nature. Yeah, I see you all saying hello to each other. That's great. No worries. But if you have a question or comment, no doubt, like I said, even those of you watching us traditionally in traditional ways, send me an email, info@tcenow.com anytime, and I will love to respond to your questions. And you never know, I might make your question even a TV show or a podcast or something, because I love when the information comes from you. But like I said, we are going to be using more AI powered tools on both sides. The recruiter will be doing it, as well as the career seeker or changer. I mean, there's an AI powered tool for resumes, cover letters, pitching, comparing salaries. So the information is there. Hey, use it to your advantage. However, I do have to do a big warning. As much as I'm a tech person, I like messing with technology. I like using it to help me be more accurate, effective, and efficient. Just as tech has evolved and really took it to the next game, you do understand that the scammers and the predators have done the same. So please career seekers and changers, or anyone who's diving into this brave new world, please be safe. All right. Please be safe, because I'm seeing things that are just, folks who are putting their social security numbers in AI generated recruiting tools. I don't know about that. I'm just not feeling that. So you got to be careful. There are fake AI sites, and they look incredibly similar to what you see every day. So just beware. I'm from the old school. Never put, if you're looking for a job and something says you got to put your bank details in there before you even had an interview, before you even finish the application. Of course, that social security number, I don't think should ever be on any AI power thing. Just be careful, because the folks are there who are also taking advantage of this brave new world. Let's see. Ahmet says, artificial intelligence is a double-edged sword. It can eliminate, I can't read today, eliminate the path to progress, or cast a shadow of unforeseen consequences. Yeah, there is talk on both sides, and I'm feeling you, because when I say the words Skynet or things from Terminator #1, right? People go, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Didn't you guys see the original Terminator? Skynet is showing up, right?" So we have to be on top of it. We need to be in control of it. So that is what's really important. Yeah, I love, Carla just said, yeah, I've also been following. I love what she just said. Responsible AI. Isn't that something? Responsible AI. Because there's even a certain person who's the richest guy in the world who just launched a nanotechnology company with AI fusing into the brain of a human. Doesn't that sound familiar? So yes, I like Carla's term, responsible AI. That's really where we have to go. But get in where you fit in. Definitely, if it can make you a better value to the marketplace, a better value to the workplace, see how you can command the technology to use it, to your benefit. All right. So those are my 4 predictions. I'm getting production and predictions confused today. So listen, so next month, I'll be here this Monday, but next month I will have a topic to share with you. So normally we will broadcast the first of the month live, and we'll do another broadcast the second week of the second Monday. But since today is Friday and we're in this brand new year, I want to do this today so that if there were any questions or comments or anything you had, I want to be able to answer that for you, and my thoughts just in general of 2024. I'm hearing a lot of things that people will come out and they'll say, more in 2024, and all that kind of good stuff. And I think that's all great. It's always great to have a great New Year resolution. But I'm going to tell you something. Until you get your mind right, again, shameless plug, get your mind right. Our book, A Mind to Work, the Life and Career Planning Guide for people who still need to work. If you don't need to work, this ain't the book for you. But if you're self-employed, or you have a W-2 or a 1099, or you're someone that's retired and you want to get, what's next, get your copy right here from Amazon. Of course, you can order it from me at our tcenow.com, but you can go to order.tcenow.com. I think I have that up here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it. But order.tcenow.com, or just again, look at our little caption there. tcenow.com is where you find it. Let's see if we have any other comments. I want to capture them before we close out on the show. And if there are comments after you see this, and do share this broadcast with others, I will answer them, because that's how we roll in TCE world. Ahmed says to call, we would like to know where you're from and what you do. Yeah, he's all about networking. So yeah, do let me know where you're broadcasting from. Wow. Where you're watching from, no matter where you are. We would love to stay connected with you. So if there aren't any other questions or comments, remember, I thank you for joining us. Remember, you can always email me at info@tcenow.com with questions or comments about this broadcast or anything else I have seen. And do visit us at our website, tcenow.com. We would love to stay connected with you. Subscribe, share, all that good stuff. You guys be blessed. I look forward to seeing you live on first Monday coming up, or some new content will be there. And make sure also you catch our podcast and all the other good. Listen, we've got some amazing content at Career Engineer. We really do. So check us out. I mean, tcenow.com. We have things for you to listen to to read, to watch, everything, because we want to make sure that everyone that watches our program exceeds my motto of simply this: don't get anxious, get prepared. Amen. Yes, it's all good. Yes, Ahmed is not working himself. He's an IT person. He works on the cloud and project management. I love that. Network, network, network. No matter where you are, it's because you never know who you're watching and who is connected to you. So listen, you guys have an amazing remainder of your day, an amazing week. Looking forward to 2024 and it doing some incredible things. And we will catch up to you next time. Thank you for listening. And remember, don't get anxious. Always get prepared. Thanks for watching our Career Business Show. I hope you learned a lot about today's topic. If you enjoyed the show, please let me know by visiting our website, tcenow.com, and sending me an email. I'd love to hear from you.